Hello everyone, I would like to talk to you guys about season 16 just started today, actually yesterday, and I was gonna make a video to show you guys a little bit on how I get started on a new season. There are a few little tricks that I learned over the years. I'm not saying I'm a pro in any way. I only know how to play Witch Doctor. Even that, I only have 600 Paragon levels, so I am just starting to get there, where you can push greater rifts, higher greater rifts. I can comfortably do about greater rift 70 to 80, and that's where I usually sit each season. I don't have a lot of hours to play, but let's see if I can teach you guys something new. So, to start off, what I usually do is I don't do the challenge dungeon or the challenge rift until the season starts, so that I can use the cash on the new season. Obviously, there's a block, I believe, in console. I'm not sure, but let's go do this real quick. And pretty much all the if you don't know, challenge rift is just Blizzard will give you a character with the gear already, and the map is always going to be the same, except the monsters might change. So if you fail the first time, at least try to remember the layout of the map so that you can go to the power-ups faster. But anyways, if you guys want a video about the grid rift, we can do that later. Just leave it in the comments, let me know that you want it, and I'll make one. Okay, so once you finish the challenge rift under the time that they give you, you will receive this red portal. Talk to Adira, whatever, and that's it. And then you can go back, leave game. And then you can switch over to adventure, save and close. And I'm going to create a new hero. You can also reborn, so let's say this one's a hardcore, I can rebirth. If I want to use that same name, I'm going to go ahead and create a brand new one. Like I said, I like Witch Doctor, I'm going to stick to it. Make sure you select seasonal hero. I'm going to do hardcore, I always do. Pick any name. Okay, we're gonna name it for the video, for the vids. If I die, I lose it. It's a hardcore thing. Now, here's trick number 2, I guess. Number 1 was the cash item. Number 2 is you want to start with an adventure game. Even if you already set it, you're gonna have to set it again, because as soon as you make a brand new seasonal character, it's gonna default to campaign. You can leave it on normal, and then go ahead and start the game. And the reason why you want to start here is because you can actually grab either a weapon, because you can take the weapon from a mercenary, or you can use the merc. So go to any city, find where the helpers are. I'm going to go ahead and talk to the hunter dude. I'm going to grab his bow. You can see his bow is already 110% better than my dagger. And then I'm going to go to the Templar and hire him. This weapon's actually better, so if I were to do that, see, it's 33% better, so it would have been a 133% increase. But I do want my mercenaries' help. So, a few things you can do at the start at level 1. So there's your cash. And delete this one. I don't really need that. So you're still level 1, and you get all this, right? So this is a huge jump on, and I actually, okay, I do have it. So we just started the season, and look what you already have. So that challenge rift is absolutely amazing. It helps in gold. You can actually upgrade Your forge, that's actually one of the ones that I recommend upgrading. And the reason for that, even the death breath, there you go, level 12. The reason why I say upgrade that is later on, and I guess I probably won't show again, but you can already craft these. So once you get to the higher level, you can craft this. Let me see here. Maybe I will craft one. Wait, is this wizard only? No. Okay. Actually, let's do a two-handed mace. No, two-handed, let's do a two-handed... Yeah, let's do a two-handed mace. So I'm gonna craft it. It's a brand new one. Look at that. I'm getting all sorts of achievements. Then you're gonna come to the transmart. You can go ahead and upgrade that as well. And here's the trick. You're going to be able to use one of the secondary for level reduction. If you get 30, that's a lot of levels reduced. That means you're going to be able to use this level 70 weapon once you're around level 40 or so. So pick one. That's the one I want to use it on. Again, you're going to have plenty of materials from that week. Depending on what day of the week you did it, you can actually do one and then the next day it resets and you can do another one. I try a few of them until I get what I want. Now it does get expensive quite easily. So what I like to do is make a new one. So do it until it's getting to the 6-digit house, and then you come back here and you make another weapon. So actually, I'm gonna make a staff. Let's try that. Okay, because it only costs 1,000, and even the 1,000, you're already rolling a chance. It can come with and that's actually way better. So depending on what class you're doing, you're gonna want to use a different weapon. I guess this is a little bit better. Again, here's a secondary stack. Ooh, this one actually might be easier. So life per hit, we're gonna remove that. So it has less options, so it could be a lot easier to roll what we want. It doesn't really matter. I mean, even if I lowered it, there we go, perfect. So 28, that's pretty good. So that means at level 42 instead of level 70, I'm already going to be using this weapon. Again, you could wait to do this later, but you can see I can make a really good weapon pretty early in the game. So I'm going to wait until I'm level 42 to use that. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep it in my inventory or my stash here. I can actually upgrade the stash. I can also use that money to upgrade the gem place. So yeah, that cash is pretty good. Go ahead and but what I like to do is talk to this guy at level 1.
Yes,
he's gonna give you a quest reward. He's gonna give you a quest to go find the cube. The cube is in Act 3, right? So if you go to Act 3, ruins.
I imagine it won't be my last.
Careful not to get a quest here, a bounty, because it will confuse you. It does confuse me sometimes. The good thing about level 1 on normal is you're way stronger than everybody else, right? You're not gonna die, so you don't actually have to kill anything. You can just run past. Hey guys, I completely forgot there is one more thing you can do that sort of helps is the pet. So in town, or where do I need to go? Hold on. Is this the exit? Yeah, there's this menu here. You go to pets, and then you equip it, and all the pet does is pick up gold, but it sort of helps. It's a good idea to always check your inventory. you could get a better item. And as you level and you start getting into a little bit more trouble, it will help. So we found the quest. Again, if you need assistance, let me know. I'll put a full guide.
The cube was used by my Haradrim brothers.
Okay, now that I have the cube, I can actually start dropping legendary items and crafting it. As you can see, I can extract because I have the items from the challenge rift. So that's a good thing to do right in the beginning of the season as well. It's nice and easy, as you saw. I just gotta run through. The next step that I usually go is start doing the bounties. I usually start, you know, from the either from the strongest or the weakest. It doesn't matter. But as you do more bounties, you can get the Boring set, you can get the Cane set, and increase your XP. So those are really good. All right, guys, I'm back. So another thing that I would like to say is I do know people that like campaign more than these. I like the bounties again for the Cane and Born set that you can get with them. That sort of helps later levels. I killed a goblin earlier. Another thing that I like to do is go in areas that goblins have been known to spawn a lot more. And the reason for that is I have done in the past the rainbow. Oh my god, the rainbow goblin show up, like open up the Winter Sire, and it drops level 70 stuff at level 1. So at level 14, I was fully decked out with all the gems I wanted. So as soon as I got my my Skeleton King crown that increases the ruby on the hat, it became extremely easy to level, even without Born. But again, you gotta get lucky to find that specific goblin, you know. Alright guys, while in town, a couple of things to keep in mind. Again, because of the Rift, the Greater Rift Challenge, I can be crafting better weapons and better things. For example, I can come over here and craft a better weapon. Nope, not that one. No, maybe not. So at level 18, I can craft a better weapon. But you can actually switch this highest usable. So there, you can make this, or you can make the bow. I'll probably go with the two-handed weapon, or the bow. 3 random properties, that's probably a little bit better. Go ahead and craft one. There you go. It's already better than what I had. Try one more. Okay, that's worse. See if we can get one with elemental. I think the 3% is all I'm gonna get. Other things to keep in mind. Rubies for weapons in the beginning are actually really powerful. So if you do get rubies somehow, make sure you're putting on the helm and the weapon. Another thing you can do is gamble. You will have the lady. You will have that blood shard that you received, and you're pretty much going to be capped. So it's not too bad of an idea to just waste it to see if you can get something. So you know, there you go. That was wasteful. There you go. That's pretty good. You know, it's going to be a good one in a few levels. Fire Bat's actually really powerful. I can actually switch that build if I want to. I like getting start getting any good 2-3 piece sets. For example, I know Jade is really good for 2-piece, so you know I can start getting armor for it.
That's too bad. Let's do better.
Or the helm. There's a helm.
I've seen better.
There's the same one.
I've seen better.
But yeah, you can come over here, get rid of what you don't use. Probably keep a couple of these, but anyhow, that's another option of things you can do. Level 16, huh? Let's keep that one. Oh. There are places that you can get experience shrines. There's a chance to spawn. If you guys want a video about that, let me know in the comments. I'll see what I can do. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but I know there are people that mapped out goblin maps, shrine maps, and all that. Not that it would be 100% of the time, but you can restart the game several times until you get a good advantage, you know. And all of it actually helps. Every little bit on this game actually helps a lot. So I just like killing the demons and stuff, so I don't really care for min-maxing it that bad. Can't during battle. Alright guys, so I just hit level 12. I'm super excited because at level 12 I actually get my favorite skill, Haunt. And I'll show you why it's my favorite skill in just a moment. But I still prefer, yeah, I still prefer the slow over the buff, just for now. Definitely want that. So we want to make sure we get to, for hardcore, level 30, so we can get the spirit vessel. And also we want to get to level 12 or 18 now. It's our next goal for skills, and also our next goal for yeah, I get level 30. You get both of these, and level 30 would be actually kind of fun. Start hitting a little bit harder and surviving a little bit longer. But this is why I love this skill. Ready? You just haunt one and run. You don't have to be there. It dies. If you get too far away, if things aren't dying fast enough, you will need to wait. I know what's inside here, so I'm just gonna trigger it. And he ran away. Nice and easy. Yeah, always make sure you're not getting better items. I do like in the console, shows up how much better, how much worse the item is than what you have. But hunt is really fun because you actually start just dropping hunt and running, and for leveling, that's huge XP because as you can see, it's killing things while I'm already going on to the next one. So if we can get to the next mob fast enough, it will continue mobbing. It will continue counting towards my my kills, as you can see. Actually, it's not counting now. But if at higher level axe, you actually get a lot more monsters coming at you. See how it's killing over there, but I'm all the way over here already. It's just I'm not getting lucky with spawn. But usually, if you can keep running and killing, you can get some 500 kills with haunt, and that's a huge XP bonus. And I'll try to do it At least not on this one. I'm getting trolled by the map. But I'll try to do it at least once to show you guys what it looks like. But it really helps, and haunt really helps you do that, because you can actually just haunt them and keep running, and as they chase you, you know, you got that dot. That's also resetting the counter. And as long as it's killing people, oh hello. Let's see what that is. Oh, could this be what I think it is? Yep, that's exactly 97%. Nice. So that's gonna be my helm for a really long time. I just need to find a ruby now to put on it. My time with those guys. Again, I'm playing a little bit safer. It is hardcore. But yeah, that helm is huge for early in the season. So now as soon as we can find rubies, we start getting a lot more XP. You can do these cursed chest events for Demon Hunter, or not Demon Hunter, for Witch Doctor is pretty easy, I would say. You just gotta keep spamming haunt all over the place. And you don't really have to like hit anything, you just click on the floor and it'll, I actually think you just like hold it down too. And things will just die. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to. Oh no, there he goes, 100. Alright, so I can slow down a little bit. Oh, but this is that kills that I was telling you about. So watch that. That's a lot of XP. 183, three times more experience of the experience that I just got from that mob. So it actually does help. So make sure you're getting them as much as you can. Again, haunt is going to make that very much easy. Okay guys, so I just finished the first set. You gotta come to tutorial to get the reward. You can go ahead and open that. Don't expect anything. I did see the cane set pop up. Where is it? There it is. So that's really good. That's one of the sets we want. I went ahead and learned it. But I do need to be level 23 in order to wear it, so I'm going to hold off on it. Alright guys, so I went ahead and equipped the new weapon, or that weapon, which means I'm actually going to switch one of my skills to Firebat. I usually don't go to Firebat just yet, just because I got that item if I need some extra damage, which I probably won't need. That's how I'm gonna do it.
A perfect strike.
So this
the champions are locked.
This other skill here I'm not using. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Put fire bats, just anything. Nothing here is worth switching. We're still waiting on level 18, so we got 2 more levels. So let's keep going. All right, guys. Finished Act 2 again, just like Act 1. Every act you do, you want to talk to tutorial. Open up his box, see what we can get. There's Borns. So I got Kane from Act 1, Borns from Act 2. That's perfect. So at level 23, I'm gonna have pretty good XP. I just need red gems now. It is chest. There it is. And that's level 21. So I'm already gonna craft Borns. I'm gonna do torso and shoulder. And then Kane will be We don't want the helm, so gloves. And I believe for season 16 only, everybody gets a ring of royal granted. It's the level or act 1 ring that reduces the requirement by 1. So when I have 2 set pieces on, it'll give me the 3 set piece bonus. So I'll already have that when time comes. Ooh, I wonder what this is. Is it gonna be better than my fire bat? Probably not. Nope. Alright. Let's get rid of that. Alright, and keep going. Zombie dog. I believe I already have access to this, but you can switch your zombie dog. You're gonna switch your haunt for sure. And fire bat's not yet. Okay. So you're gonna switch your haunt and your fire dog, and the reason why you want to do this is so your dog will do more damage, and your haunt will also heal you. So now it's even easier to drop drop haunt and keep running because you won't take that much damage. Another thing that's that I've been doing, you can see all this loot that's been on the floor. I'm not a big fan of worrying about loot, especially when I'm trying to rush to new season. So I'll keep an eye on the map if a set piece or a legendary item drops. Obviously I'm gonna go grab it, but if not, I just ignore it and keep going. Alright guys, exciting times here. So I just dropped my first ruby, and I also got my gargantua. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him out. Let me actually see what level Spirit Walk is available. We're gonna have to do that. So I took out the slow. I do like it for a getaway. So yeah, let's use that for now. We're gonna upgrade that. Ooh, still better though. Okay. Okay, that 10% more XP. It's gonna be almost like 20% more XP. It's good to have. We're gonna put this. Does it have a slot? No. We'll do it there. So as soon as we can wear that, it's gonna be pretty nice. And it's coming up, so. Alright, let's keep going. Okay. Next passive. Not really important. I don't think. I'm just gonna do that. I don't really need anything. I need level 22 for that. Yeah, I guess I can do that. Spirit Walk is decent as well. This one, 23. Fire bats. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going with it. Alright guys, just before we fight the boss, I'm gonna go ahead and gear up what I can here. Get that XP bonus. Okay, looking good. Let's do this. Nice and easy. Oh, over here. Good. Like I said, goblins always welcome, so maps that have goblins, if you can prioritize those are really good earlier the level. Well, let's keep going. Okay guys, real quick, I just got to level 22, and I got an acid build, or not an acid build, a acid skill. I believe a passive, maybe not the passive, maybe even the primary. And I just remembered, if you are gambling for hats and you get the Mimic Crown, that's actually really strong for an acid build. For early game especially, what you will do is you will proc you can throw a hunt to heal you and also proc the effect. It will summon mimics, clones of you, and since acid is strong but it costs a lot of SP or mana or whatever, then you can you can use the mimics, because they'll cast without using any supply. So you constantly spam it. If you have nothing but pets, so like I said, I'm using this build because I found the weapon that helps with this build, or I'm using this skill as my main damage because I found the weapon. But if you don't find this weapon, there are options, and the mimic is just another option. That if you find something else, you would play with that. But your main skill is just hunt, because that's what you're going to be hunting, running through. It's just for monsters that take a little bit longer, and you want to have the damage. And if you don't have it, it's fine too. Your primary weapon attack, the darts, they're not bad. But yeah, the Mimic build's actually pretty fun. There used to be a late game version of it, which is uses Wall of Death to buff your damage. Alright guys, one more act down. Act 3. Get our reward. Doesn't seem like I got anything too great from that one. You can put that on your follower. It doesn't matter. Your follower damage isn't anything. He's mainly there to heal me. I do play hardcore, like I said, so it's mainly for protection. If you're not playing hardcore, even a sorcerer lady probably be good. Okay guys, I actually completely forgot I'm level 23, so we're gonna go ahead and equip these two items. Let's give this to our... Alright guys, so Spirit Walk, we're gonna just change that. We're not changing the haunt. The haunt will be changed later, so this is the end built one, but for now we're gonna do just that one. I also want to do more damage, so we're gonna switch to this instead of mana. We haven't had any mana problem. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to this, but we actually want the next one, so we need level 29, and we'll stay with that dart. Okay, everything else looks good. Let's keep going. Anything that I can upgrade, I believe I'm gonna have to start swapping this weapon already, but let's go put it in the cube. We'll continue to use it, and let's put maybe the hat too on the cube. Let's go find out what we can do here before we sell. Let's extract this. I might have not calculated this correctly. Of course I didn't.
I never stopped
But
looking for Kanai's cube.
at least now
Finally,
I have
learned
something.
that they had entrusted it to a secret society of barbarians. The last of these, Kanai,
So I can't change
died
my
in
hat.
Bale's invasion of Secheron.
Which
His
is fine.
spirit guards it still.
but we can't upgrade that gem. So let's do that. Let's get Curious Board here. Not bad. Gonna upgrade that. Gonna give that to my follower. I didn't give him that, but whatever, it's fine. Alright guys, so real quick, level 30, this is a very important level, especially for hardcore players, because this is the level that you get the most important passive, which is Pit Vessel. If you die, you get a second chance, and I also like to switch the damage, because I'm not taking a lot of damage, nor will I be taking too much damage. You can also remove this. The only one I really enjoy is actually this one for the dogs, so you can actually keep taking less damage. This is also okay. That's gonna stay. Hot's gonna stay. Okay, now this is where it can get interesting. You can actually switch over to Corpus Spider, right? And use Leaping, not Spider Queen. Do not use Spider Queen. Because you can toss it. Each little spider will count towards this to summon something. Remember, Hunt will also count towards that. You can actually put your Gargantula as the good one, who randomly gets stronger. And then Fire Bats. Yeah, I'll probably do Plague Bats. That's not a bad idea. And that's it. So at this point, I probably won't change much more on my build. That's pretty much all I'm gonna do. And in terms of gear, again, I want to use this bonus, XP bonus, as much as possible. And to be honest, I don't really need anything else. So as long as you keep finding upgrades for your weapon, that's going to be the important part. Everything else, I sort of just give it a once over, and then I get rid of it. So let's do this. I think the next stop is going to be level 42 for what we created here. Alright guys, so that's it. 5 acts, all done, all completed. The reason why I actually do the 5 acts is the season journals cover a lot of that regular acts, and I believe there is one usually that says complete all the acts. So that's 2 quick reasons, you know, why I do this. First, of course, like I mentioned, at 42, I'm gonna be able to start going to higher difficulties, which means I'm gonna have to start gearing up, because I'm gonna have the damage for it, but I don't know if I'm gonna have necessarily the thinkability, the survivability, should I say? I should say, for those higher levels. So what you can do, and again, even the level 42 staff is complete luck, is you can pick one of these items, not the shield slot obviously, and try to make a level 70 item for that slot. For example, I can do foot, right? I don't have anything that I really need for shoes. Okay. So we're back. We're gonna try hard mode. The only reason for that is it's a lot more XP, so 75%, and it's not that much more difficult. 25% increase here. I don't see a reason, so I think once we hit 42, we're definitely gonna go to master. But I think this is a big enough jump where monsters will still die to haunt, and I'll still be safe to run through. Alright guys, so I got to level 43, and I came back to town and got the weapon. I also enchanted it with I socketed it with a emerald to get a little bit of crit. But yeah, this should push me way over what I'm doing right now. But I don't want to switch over to the next one until I'm confident I'm not gonna die. So I'm probably gonna finish up the Act 1 here. Probably bump it up to Master. See how it feels. But yeah, I don't know if it's good to go past Master before you're level 61 and start dropping Death Breaths. But let's see. We'll see where the XP and I'm not dying. The moment I start dying, that's where I probably go back one level. Because I will be killing fast no matter what. So I'll show what I'm talking about right here. So now I'm going to be overkilling everything. Let's see. So I'll be killing everything way too fast. So it actually even makes it difficult for me to chain, 200, 300 kill together because I can't walk fast enough. Which starts bringing me to that I'm gonna start needing movement speed boots. So if my 8%'s not bad,
Your death comes.
but if I can, I'm gonna start looking at that stat on the boots. Make sure I'm stacking. I believe rings and amulets can also have movement speed. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that one. There will be more information on the fan sites and other YouTube videos. But for this one, my newbie assumption is that there probably is more places you can get movement speed for. At least to cap out of the, I believe, 25%. Alright guys, let's try to do Master. Let's just see what happens. I did jump up a lot, but that weapon upgrade is great. Actually, way more than great. It's amazing. So let's give this a try.
Brave the rift.
That's not bad. Not bad at all. Long as nothing jumps on me. Like that. Yeah, you can see the monsters are dying before I can even get
The way opens before me.
Yeah, damage-wise, I can be doing torment for sure. Which it's probably not a bad idea to do torment hack runs because I can start getting. Well, I guess I don't need the ring, but on a normal season, you don't get the powers of the ring. I would want that, the Act 1 ring. So yeah, this looks pretty good. I think I can bump it up to Torment. Torment 1 and go all the way to level 60, I want to say.
A well-deserved death.
And I'll definitely want to start thinking about upgrading my defense. Actually, I just saw that I got the passive that I like. So I can take more damage and get, the movement speed. The movement speed is pretty good, especially outside of greater rifts, or outside of rifts, where movement speed does help. You get to the next mob and keep that stack going. Doesn't seem like I'm taking too much more damage. Again, I do have that passive that 10% of my damage does go to the dogs. I'm not 100% sure. You guys can correct me if I'm saying crazy things, but I think it's 10% per animal. I don't know, or it's 10% split between all of them, but I don't know. But yeah, you should look that up. All I know is at this point I'm pretty much just running around dropping hunt on everything, and I just want to get there as fast as I can. Clearly my damage is already high enough. Alright guys, I'm gonna try Torment 1. Pretty sure I'll be okay.
Prove yourself.
Only the most talented mages can summon skeletal guardians. It takes great power to form these tall, slim constructs from their unstable reagents, and even more power to sustain them. In the hands of a master, however, the guardians can become powerful weapons capable of defending their posts until the end of time.
A perfect strike. Perfect strike. Needs more time. I must heal. I am returning.
The truth about
Alright guys, so as I got to higher level, I started taking a lot of damage. I actually almost lost my hardcore character fighting the butcher. So I went to one above what they want me to do here. So Uriel, whatever, and Queen Arnia. I'm gonna go kill those two. I know the queen's right there. Guess we can go to her. Sofa. Even on Master, it seems to be already getting difficult.
You die!
We'll rip these brutes to shreds.
I am hurt. My power grows vast. I am returning to town.
A lot of
I cannot carry more.
plans. Go ahead and learn them all. Looks like I got the level 70 version of Born and all those. But yeah, a little bit of insight. I actually tried using more defensive gear to go higher levels, but the XP was not as good as lower level with all my XP gear. So that's something to consider whenever you're doing this. Sometimes it's just not worth the damage, you know. Definitely felt a lot easier once I came to something a little bit lower level. That's it. Level 70. We are now just doing all the different things. I can actually probably go to Master and knock out those two. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.